Hey everyone, I'm really excited today because I get to talk about all of my 2020 planner and journaling favorites. I am going to break this up into two different videos just so that they don't get over long. In this video, I'm going to talk about all of the bags, pouches, and cases that I've been enjoying this year. And at the end, I will throw in my favorite journal and planner. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna pull these because these are some of my favorite pouches that I discovered this year. These are from Lindock, which is an Etsy shop. Everything will be linked below, and then if I have other videos where I go into detail about each of these products, I'll link those below in case you want more detail and a closer look. So I mostly have these pencil pouches from her. The ones that I have are made from like repurposed old vintage fabrics, and they feel so hardy, like they're gonna stand the test of time. Her craftsmanship is really, really lovely, and she uses these really hardy YKK zippers. I think I have like 6 of these. I don't have them all with me because I'm not at home, so these are the ones that I've brought. So this is my current pencil pouch that I'm using, but I have other florals from her as well. This is the only pouch of this size that I have. I'm putting all of my Crayola Super Tips. That's what's being held in here. These are some of my favorite markers, which I'm sure I'll end up mentioning, but I've been using them for a while, so it's nothing new this year. I do want to try to keep all of my favorites kind of from this year, either something I've discovered this year that's brand new, or something that's just new to me that I started using this year. So this is definitely one of them. I have my baby Yoda pin there, so cute. But I love these, and I probably need to stop buying them, but I can't help with these small pencil pouches because I feel like I can have one for each season. They're just so nice, and they hold such a perfect amount of stuff for me without being like overly big and bulky. Big fan of these. So the next thing, since we're on pencil and pen and marker pouches, I have these two things. This is a Life pen case that I got from Yoseka Stationery, but it is just a tiny little pouch, and I really love carrying this on the go. I stick 1 or 2 fountain pens in here, and it's just perfect for that amount. So this is one of the on-the-go things that I have. And then this is actually from Amazon. This is a faux leather type of fountain pen case. Now, this is very cheap, very inexpensive. And the reason I got it is because I could not find a fountain pen case that checked all of the boxes for me. So the divider that's in it, I like it like this, like a book style, where it's attached at the spine. And my favorite looking ones are the Galen leather ones, but I don't like how the flaps come down from the top, and then I'm waiting for more leather options. So while I'm waiting on that, because I love the design on the outside, how it's just plain, smooth, and it has curved edges. So I'm waiting for those to be available in more colors, the 20 pen case, because that one has the spine attachment for the flap. So anyway, I've thoroughly been enjoying this. This holds 12 pens. This side is a little bit shorter because of how this flap is attached, but I can put this really long platinum Curados fountain pen in here, and it closes up and fits perfectly. So this is what I've been using to store all of my currently inked pens, and then each day I'll come in here and pick whichever one I plan to use. And then I also have my gel pen. I always keep one of these on me, so I just kind of shove it in there. So all of my writing utensils are in here. So this is a really nice cheap alternative to getting something that's leather, and I've really been enjoying it, and I like how simple and sleek the design is. And next up, I haven't been using this for very long, but I did recently show this. Earlier this year, I was using a Journal Satchel, and I ended up making this one just because I wanted to make one exactly to the specifications and in the leather that I was wanting. So I made this, but the Journal Satchel is comparable in almost every way if you're looking for something that size. But I keep this Hobonichi Ane Pouch in it, and I have been so enjoying this to keep ephemera for journaling on the go. I love the size of it. I love how much you can stuff in here. I've obviously got some washi tapes in there now, but I have random stickers, washi cards, actual washi rolls, and just anything that I want. And where is it? This pen case, it will fit in here as well. And I will sometimes just throw my TWSBI pen in here because I don't really care about protecting that so much. But I've really been enjoying this. I love how this fabric is. It's a very tactile experience, and I've never had one of these pouches before. And I've been trying to get this for months and had to cancel my order because they stopped shipping to the US and all this kind of stuff. So it was quite a journey for me to actually get a hold of this pouch, and I love it for on the go. And it fitting in here with my journal is just kind of like my perfect out of the house companion for when I want to journal. The last things I want to show are actually book cozies. I've shown these quite a few times as well. These are from Feather and Bloom on Etsy. And obviously I love these things. That's why they're in this video, but I love how simple they are. It has a beautiful button closure right here. There's no pocket on the front. They come in 2 different sizes, and I think there is an option to add a pocket if that's something you're looking for. But I just think they're so nice and streamlined, and they're also incredibly protective. They're so thick and squishy, and they hold a lot. You know, okay, I still have Dune in here, okay? It just lives in there. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this when I don't have Dune in there anymore. But this is the bigger size, and I love it so much. And it holds, well, right now I just have my Bible in here, which is humongous, as you can see. And this cover can take it. So I'm really happy about that. And she has these beautiful, like Rifle Paper Company fabrics, and I love having this set. I love how they go together. I love florals and botanicals, so these are always with me. I'm not at home. I'm a few states away from where I normally live, and you know, all of these things I brought with me, so they're things that I really use, that I really care about, and that were important enough for me to bring all this way. I forgot to mention this tote, so I'm gonna slip it in right here, but I love this thing. It keeps all of my stuff organized, and I've been using it since I got it, and I highly recommend it. It holds a ton. And now I will throw in really quickly my favorite planner and journal that I've used this year. There's not much extra to say. I've been using the Hobonichi Weeks in some form since 2018, and this year I ended up needing to really get more space and get more detailed with my planning around September. And I already had this in my purse, and I was just using it for grocery lists and meal planning, and I decided to really dig in here and start using it for planning again. And I'll link some videos where I have where I go through this setup of what I put in this cover, and then a flip through of how I'm using it for planning. But yeah, so it's kind of the planner that I always go back to. Sometimes I dabble in other things, but I find myself always coming back to this. It's just a good fit for what I need. I am not a super heavy planner, so I don't need a lot of space. And I've realized that portability and just such a slim profile is actually really important for me. So the Hobonichi Weeks always tends to fit the bill every single time. Like, when will I learn? So this is my current journal. I do switch covers and things, but the best discovery this year has been this Cosmo Air Light paper. For sure, this is my favorite paper that I have ever used for journaling. I do have certain things that are important to me that may not be important to you. So even though I love this paper, it doesn't mean that you will. I write in fountain pens, so having the fountain pen qualities really shine on the paper is of the utmost importance to me. Otherwise, I do like to stick on ephemera. So stickers, washi, random bits that I glue down. So I do like to have my paper to have a little bit of heft to it. I do like Tomoe River paper, the 52 GSM. However, it tends to be so thin and flimsy that when I glue things on it, it feels too delicate for that sometimes, which is why I've always favored Midori MD paper, or the paper that Travelers Company uses. So this, because it's 75 GSM, it just has that heft to it that I feel like I can glue things on with, reckless abandon, and it's gonna take it. And at the same time, it is just a stunner with inks. So let me see if I can capture this. So these are some of the inks that I have inked up right now, and oh my God, it's so nice. So this is I've written it all down here. So the Robert ink, a beautiful like jewel toned purple, and it has green sheen to it, and I'm getting it in every single word that I write. This is amazing. And then of course, Organic Studio Nitrogen, just sheening to the end of the earth. But okay, Emerald of Chivor, when I write with this on Tomoe River paper, I will get this sort of deep teal color with the gold shimmer, but that reddish coppery sheen, that only pops out every once in a while, and I literally get it on every single word here. Like, looks like that, and then you tilt it, and all of the pen or all of the inks just scream on here. It's amazing. And then I don't know if it's picking up very well, but there's a ton of shading on this Robert Oster melon tea. Oh my God, I'm like running out of words because I can't explain how much this paper blows me away and how fun it is to use with all of my inks. I've never wanted so many inks in my life till I got this paper. So in case you're wondering, when I talked about this notebook initially, this is a standard size, by the way. This has 320 pages, but Danica 58, the Etsy shop that makes these notebooks, she actually looked at all of your comments and feedback multiple times on that video, and she is actually going to come out with, I believe, 192 pages in, I think, all of the sizes, and she's adding B6 Slim in 192 pages. So you're gonna get a thinner version in almost all the sizes, and I think she's actually playing around with the layout. So there will be some dot grid, some full grid, and then maybe some blank, and it's all coming at the beginning of December. So be on the lookout for that if you're, wanting to have a few more options as far as sizes and page layouts go. So yeah, that's it for this video. I'm gonna end it here and start the next one. And in that one, I'm going to talk about all of the writing utensils, pens, markers, inks, and things that I've really been loving, as well as everything I've been enjoying as ephemera to put in my journal. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.